And we are back. In this video I'll be sharing my F1 23 Italy setup, and this setup is designed for optimal performance during a race. While you can also use it for time trial and achieve a fast lap time, its true potential shines during a race distance of 25% or longer. And before we dive into my Hotlap and setup, I like to mention that I upload new F1 23 setups daily, so make sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to stay up to date. Now let's get started with my F1 23 Italy setup. Monza is one of the fastest circuits on the calendar and it's famous for its high-speed nature. It's crucial to have a minimum downforce setup when racing at Monza to achieve a high top speed on the straights. However, maintaining a good balance is equally important on this track. Having too little downforce can make this track very tricky, especially when exiting slow corners like turn 2. Another risk is the possibility of the car sliding through fast corners, which is undesirable when reaching high speeds. Therefore, it is important to have a low downforce setup while still ensuring it's not too minimal. Some may be tempted to use 1-0 wings or even 0-0 wings at Monza, and exceptionally skilled drivers might do well with this setup. However, as an average driver myself, I prefer a bit more downforce to maintain speed and consistency at Monza. And that's why I've chosen my F1 23 Italy setup to strike a good balance between speed and cornering ability. You'll notice significant time gains in the corners, particularly as the tires start to wear. This setup worked remarkably well for me during the race, allowing me to push throughout the race, and with too little wing it was challenging to accelerate and navigate the fast corners, but this setup made it easy and the car performed very well. And now let's take a look at my F1 23 Italy setup. For the wings I selected 4-3 to prioritize top speed and balance. If you desire a bit more top speed, you can also choose 4-2. However, keep in mind that the rear of the car may become looser, although the car rotates slightly better. Both differentials are set at 55, and this provided optimal balance for me, whether I was not accelerating or getting back on throttle. For camber and toe we stick to F1 22, which is right left. The suspension is set at 37-13, 11-1 and 34-37, and balance was crucial to me, and I aimed for a good rotation with limited wings, and this setup worked well in ensuring both rotation and car balance at the same time. The brake settings are set at 158, and 58 is quite high because you have to brake quite hard at certain points at the track, and with a lower brake bias I experienced instances of the rear tires locking up while braking, which is not ideal. If you can slightly lower the brake bias, do it because it is slightly faster for your performance. Lastly, the tires are set to 22.8 in the front and 20.5 for the rear. If you notice that your tires are getting too hot, you can decrease these settings by one or more clicks. And that concludes my F1 23 Italy setup. I enjoyed racing on the circuit and I would appreciate reading your thoughts on Italy in F1 23 in the comment section. I share new F1 23 setups as well as tips and tricks daily. To ensure you don't miss out on these setups and tips, subscribe to my channel and enable the notifications. Thank you for watching and enjoy using this F1 23 Italy setup.